going to be a special night.
This is the most entertaining fighting in fighting, man.
You feel everything, you hear everything.
Nothing you have ever seen before. Bare Knuckle World Title Fight action. Let's go. All right.
Oh, I'm not used to this. Thanks for the countdown, guys. I'm watching the show here in my computer, digging this Sopranos scene that we came up with, which we're going to get a copyright strike on. I'm freaking out because I'm going bald in the back. Hey, man, Tony Soprano. I know we got big Sopranos fans in the booth. I'm also a big one. I think we agreed Pine Barrens, best episode. Did we talk about that before? It's got to be, right?
Nah, I wouldn't.
That's one of my favorites. Put the mic. What'd you say?
We did. I don't know why it's so low. It's because this bed's so loud.
Yeah, kill it, because we're probably going to get
I
strike
have to
for it
think
anyway.
about what my favorite episode is.
The Pine Barrens, great when they're stuck.
It's
And
a good
the
one.
Russian guy, is the Russian guy that they're stuck with?
No, Czechoslovakia.
Is that what it was?
Interior decorator.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Dude, that's good stuff. We really wanted to try and do something different. We're headed to North Jersey, of course. It's Fight Week, King of Violence. We're very excited. Queen of Violence. It's going to be an amazing show, and we're excited about it. So we're kind of leaning into the theme a little bit this week. Guys, everyone's saying I let myself go. Rick's saying he loves the Sopranos theme. Let's see. Everyone's here. Mr. Saturn, Little Ben, Wesley Killeagle, Savage Combat Sports, Ron. Also, Billboard Nerds, Ron from Savage Combat Sports.
Hey, Rod.
We're in the fight.
I met that guy. He's cool.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Chris Sanders is here. Love that guy. Bowls, Beers, and Brawls. I don't know if he's making his return. He's always commenting after the fact because he's been able to get on with it. So welcome back. You've been a big fan since day one. So, guys, as always, stuff to get into. Of course, Lights Out, Chris Lidle. We haven't had him on in a while. Excited to have him back on the show. He's going to stop by. We're going to talk about the UK card a little bit and talk about the upcoming BKFC 82, the big show that we're talking, the Lidle Fly Swatter. And you guys, when it's time, start thinking. Don't submit him now because I won't see him. But submit some questions. Think about the questions you might want to ask Chris. We like to have an open mic for Chris to kind of find out what's going on in his mind. Dave Feldman, he was zooming in and out all over the place. He's very excited, very authoritative there. He's going to stop by, hopefully at some point. You know him. He's like, I might come by. If I come by, it'll be late in the show. I'll let you know. I got a lot going on there. He's riding his bull. Anyway, all right, Dave Feldman. This is it, man. This is going to be a fun show. I like that we can all drive to it. That's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing.
How long does it take you to get there from your house? You're both
No,
you guys are both Jersey guys.
I live right a mile from the turnpike, so I get on, 90 minutes up, and then it's one road off, and I'm there.
That's phenomenal.
Love it.
And it's your day. It's our debut, first time ever in both of your home states. I see. I just consider you guys Philly boys, Delco boys, because you're always here with us.
Sir.
But yeah, that's going to be
Jersey,
cool.
baby.
Yeah, we've opened it up. So do you think Jersey's going to respond? What do you think they're going to do? You think they'll love it?
After this media day we got going on tomorrow, everybody's going to know there's going to be a fight on Saturday.
Are we allowed to talk about the media day?
I think we can. I'm excited for the Fox News.
Yeah,
that's
get the notes
big.
here. Let's see what we have. I think we're looking at Fox TV, Fox News.
Fox News, Gutfeld, baby.
That's going to be cool.
5 p.m. Tune in. You'll see Dave and Connor.
That's when they tape it. That's not when they show it, right?
I think they tape it.
I don't
and
know.
then it airs. I think it airs at 5.
No.
Or is it air? Is he like 11?
I watch him late night because when I'm
Yeah.
done shows, so he's usually on later. But
Yeah.
the 5, the five is on at 5.
That's
the 5
the
is on at
5,
5. Yeah.
yeah.
That's with our boy Philly boy Jesse Waters.
I
By
guess
the
they're
way,
taping it at 5.
regardless, they're going to be
Either way.
on everywhere you look in New York media. I mean, I saw Yahoo Sports is in on this. I heard Ariel's going to be covering it. Everywhere we're looking, we're going to be all over local radio this week. We were on, and we'll talk about this. Actually, I can show it now. Did a New York radio tour. One of the things we got on was, it's called, you can show it, Brandon. It's the thing I text you. It's we were up at iHeart in New York at their headquarters. Here, as you can see, the King of Violence Belt tour was there. We were going to one of their major rock stations up there, Q. Ken Dashow, and Ken Dashow is legendary in that market. They're talking about us in the Jets games on the radio, and we actually here's a piece behind the scenes of the interview with Ken and Dave talking.
Love. I go, listen, I don't care if you win or lose. My whole thing is fight your ass off. So I go, fight your ass off. If you win or lose, and you lose 7 in a row, but you fight your ass off, you got a job here forever. If you take a knee, you quit, you're done. I don't care if you win. If you win and you dance, you're never fighting again. Fight your ass off. You got a job forever. Give it your all.
Absolutely.
Do your all.
Do you know a manager? Have you ever worked with anybody who didn't applaud hustle regardless of the result? No.
Nope.
Q1043, the legendary Q1043 with the legendary Ken Dashow. It was cool to be on. That's a small piece of it. It was a long interview. And truth be told, we spoke with Ken before we went on. I was up there too. I spoke with him a little bit. And Ken knew who we were. He's been talking about us. He's been looking at the content because he knows we're coming. So he became kind of a fan. But after he spoke with Dave, we had a private moment with him. And he was saying what a fan he is. And it's amazing to him that Dave has built what he's built. And he's basically going to be there for us for the ride anytime we're in the New Jersey, New York area. We were up there. We were all over the place. That was just one of the places. The media is loving BKFC. And I'm sure that it's going to be an amazing fight. Tickets are moving really quick. If for some reason you haven't bought a ticket yet, you're in the area, you have to. BKFC.com. I saw last night, it was staggering the number of tickets we sold. So it's going to keep moving from here. So make sure you get your seat and get in there. Conor McGregor's going to be there, a king and queen of violence. It's going to be a great fight. We're looking forward to all that stuff. I mean, big time. And it's like it's in your hometown. It's in our backyard. So let's make it amazing. Before we get to Chris Lidle in a little while, why don't we start off with I'm going to call it the right thing today. You ready? It's not mailbag, it's mail call.
I like mailbag.
All right, mailbag. You do. Let's isolate that clip.
There you go.
It's time for mail call.
There we go. Perfect. All right, so I remind you at the time, I feel like I say this every week, but I've only said it a couple times since we only meet once a week. Keep the info coming. We have a big list. We're going to go look for them for give you more contests. I know, Rick, you should have gotten your stuff that we sent you. We sent you a nice grab bag. I know you're in the chat there. A grab bag in the mailbag. And, just keep them coming. You can send your info. We need your email, your phone number, and your name. Probably on your email, unless you have some people send weird shit in with weird names. But it's the Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. The Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. Hit us up there. We can put you in for prizes, which is going to include like autographs, tickets, merch, everything. It's all going to be there for you. The Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. Send your info in, and then when we actually start this game show like thing, you can be involved. Now, speaking of Jersey, we were talking about this. We have a guy, he's the best street promoter. Big Reed, he's out there. He was out promoting all over. This guy staples posters to anything he sees, anything he can find, tapes. He didn't care what they are. They're going up. They're putting them everywhere. And we were involved with this amazing charity, and correct me if I'm wrong with the name, but I believe it's called Tunnels to Towers. Yeah. We recently got involved with them. They did a huge race this weekend. Everybody was there. How many people were they saying was there?
30,000.
It was insane. And I got a little info from a little birdie that sung in my ear, and they told me that here's how the setup is for the race. If you're going to go down there and street team, you're not going to get near it. Well, Big Reed finds ways. Let's watch the video. They had the whole park roped off, but Big Reed found a way late at night before it started.
We here in Brooklyn at Verona and Richards. Bare knuckle fighting.
Everywhere.
Bare knuckle fighting.
Everywhere.
Get your tickets. Scan the barcode.
He's even whispering. He never whispers.
Everywhere. Get your tickets now. Bare knuckle fighting.
Stapled on trees.
I'm all over the place. I'm sick with it. Get your tickets now. Bare knuckle fighting. Next Saturday, October 4th, at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Scan the barcode. It's beautiful over here in Brooklyn. No wonder they trying to move people out. Y'all stay on point.
I love Big Reed.
And pay your taxes.
Big Reed's and pay your taxes. Big Reed's crazy. You can check him out. Big Reed 77777, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of sevens. But he's always, BKFC when he's out street team for us. He was very quiet because he was sneaking around. Because Evan, all that's blocked off normally for the race. Yeah. So he went up like a day prior in the middle of the night. He was like, usually he's like, Saturday, October 4th. And he was like, Saturday, October 4th, because he didn't want to get caught.
Should we talk about that foundation?
Let's do it. Tell me.
They're a great foundation. We're partnered with them. They work with families affected by 9/11 who've lost family members. We ran a special with them, reduced ticket prices, and a portion of those tickets actually go to the foundation. So it's you buy those, they're like $75. Yep. And and a quarter of that goes right to the foundation. I think it's a good cause.
That's wonderful. We love getting involved with stuff with that for anyone we can help, especially servicemen and women. So much respect. And the fact that they were extremely excited to work with us. And I know they've got like Connor's involved with them. I think Mark Wahlberg's involved with them. So who's who? And they had the race this weekend. It was very successful. And obviously, thank you, Tunnels to Towers. And also, thank you, Big Reed, for getting up there and all over the place. Excuse me. Sorry. I need a cough button. So, that's Big Reed out there promoting. Everyone's excited. He's been telling me on the streets, people are pumped up. They're stopping him and like saying, like, did you get your tickets? Why do I need tickets? I'm the promoter. So he's all pumped up. Let's see. Okay, this is Paul. This comes in from Paul. Paul says, I can't wait for this Saturday night. Borga and Faria hate each other. And then he put in all capital letters, ha 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 ha. Oh, wow, big, long, evil laugh, I guess. He said, this is my main event.
And you're gonna fucking learn mine, bitch.
You ain't shit. We're good. All right.
That makes it personal.
Oh, cameo.
Peanut violence. She's done.
No acting there. That look good. Mike. Jeremy.
Chris, Jeremy.
Face forward, guys. Face forward.
Chris is being the director. He's like, face forward, guys. Do this. I didn't know Chris had. We should give him director credits on IMDb. Well, anyway, I'm excited for that, too. A lot more in store to talk about that. I spoke with Christine Faria for a few minutes yesterday. She's dialed in. She's ready to go. She actually couldn't come on the show because she's in flight right now. We had a lot of that, like Jeremy Loheathan Stevens. He was on the way. They're all on the way, and they're pumped. I mean, they just can't come on because they're in flight. I will say that I can't really... You remember last week, I don't know if you guys remember, Borga mentioned that she has a really cool idea for the weigh-in show. Did you guys remember that? I don't know if you remember in the chat last week. I don't know if you guys in the booth remember, but she said that last week, and I was wondering, I forget how she teased us with it, but she wouldn't tell us. She sent me, and I tried to do a screen grab, but she probably thinks I'm a creep now. She sent me a thing, I don't know, on Instagram where it like vanishes after you watch it once.
Yeah.
But I tried to do a screen grab of it so we'd have it. And it said, I was all excited. I'm like, oh, it says this, you can't screenshot this stuff. So I look like a creep screen grabbing, Jessica, your stuff that you sent me. It was for the show, although she asked me not to share it. So I would have been a jerk if I shared it. But I know, I have an idea, a hint of what she might be doing for the weigh-in show from the things she sent me, which I can't show you because it didn't save. I just look like a dirtbag creep, pervert. But it's what I saw. I think you're really going to like it. I can tell you it fits the month we're in. And it's something I really like too, and I think you guys will like it and get it too. I actually think it could go viral if we treat it correctly. But it's going to be cool. Don't miss the weigh-in show, man. It's going to be awesome. You know, there's so much hate here. There's theatrics. You guys know what's up. I'm pretty pumped up for it. You can tell. Chris Lidle will be coming up in a minute. Should we get to this segment? Do you have time, or is Chris going to be?
I mean, we can make him wait.
Let me at least text him. Hold on, to let him know that he might be waiting, so he's not. I mean, he can watch with us if he wants. Doesn't matter to me.
You want me to just bring him in?
Oh, is he there waiting?
No, but I can activate it.
You can activate. I'll say call him now, and he can watch this with us, and then we'll get to him. I kind of like sometimes, depending who they are, but when they're on with us for the mailbag, I know Chris Lidle, he really likes mailbag, so I thought that he'd want to. He enjoys that part of the show.
I love mailbag.
This is interesting as we get ready to go to Chris here in a minute. Borga. We're talking about Jessica Borga, the Black Widow. So I can't remember if I knew this, and it bothers me. My brain is so tired. I don't know if I even brought this up in an interview, but next time we talk to her, I'm going to bring it up again if I've already brought it up. We do so many of these shows, I forget. So Borga apparently worked in WWE in some capacity, probably as an extra, but she was there, and this actually got sent in to the show. Here she is. She's there. She is. That's her, right? To the right with Bobby Lashley?
It is.
Yeah, walking down. So there's Bobby Lashley, a guy that, who knows, former WWE champ. We've talked about him fighting in BKFC. He shows a big interest. And there she is with MVP, and who's been at our events. He's come to our events to watch fights. I actually ran into him in the bathroom. Very weird interaction. But there's Borga back there, too. And see that girl in the middle? She got, like, huge calves. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Look at her legs. Wow. We met her at Olympia one year. She has been... She stopped, but she was calling my phone nonstop to come work for BKFC. So maybe one day, yeah, a lot. I just thought it was really cool to see these people that we know in the background. So there you go. Jessica Borga involved with WWE at one point. We'll find out more about that. And then I got thinking, like, who else in BKFC has worked in a pro wrestling capacity? Well, we talked about gentleman Jack Gallagher, I think last week. Jack Claffey. That's Evan came up with that. He fought for us. That was a couple of years ago by now. Jack Claffey. I'm trying to think who else. When Claffey, that was in Florida. I think it was on a Cree Royale show. I don't remember the exact one.
Didn't what's his name? Jeremiah Riggs.
Yeah. So here you're seeing Claffey now. He's fighting. There you go. There's Jack Claffey. Jack Gallagher. He's the one with the cornrows. So yeah, and who did you just say? I'm sorry.
Didn't Jeremiah Riggs do something?
Yeah, Jeremiah Riggs was on Tough Enough, which was a WWE show, and I didn't even have him on the rundown. I love Jeremiah Riggs. Good memory for that because he did Tough Enough, and he was in with WWE. Yeah, he had some great scenes in that. He did very well. So he was in it. John Dotson. He went by the name Tattoo, I think, on the Indies. And if you know Tattoo, do you know who Tattoo is? That's old school reference.
No.
He was like a midget. On a show called Fan Sound, he goes, "Deplane, boss, deplane," or something like that. So he played. His name was Tattoo, and I think he worked under a mask for a short time as a luchador in Albuquerque area. And I can see Dotson being a good wrestler. He has charisma. He moves around. I tried to find pictures of that. I don't have any. Kai Stewart was involved at Duke City Wrestling when we were up there one time. He got involved. He was going back and forth. We've talked about it last week. Harley Cameron, who was a ring girl, Danny XO. She works for AEW now. We just saw her a couple weeks ago. There she is. She's the one running right now. Boom. And you'll see her here. She grabs a handful of the hair. Whoop. Watch. Whirly bird. She's the...
God, how do you guys watch this?
Yeah, it's great. You used to film it. You were in love with it.
Yeah.
And then I mean, look, I don't want to... How can I say it? Women's wrestling is typically different than men's wrestling. It's a different watch. And then the last one, is Lidle here yet?
Yeah, he's waiting.
Oh, I know he's waiting. Come on in, Lidle.
There you go.
Chris, I didn't know you were waiting. I'm sorry.
Brian, come on, man. Midget, you can't say that stuff anymore. Little person, get with it. I think that sounds worse, though. Little person, that ain't cool.
Yeah, dwarf, cool. Little person. I told you. I've said it many times. There's a guy named Hornswoggle who was in WWE. He also went by the name Little Bastard. And Hornswoggle told me one time, I said, "Do you have a problem with that?" We were kind of BSing. He goes, "No." He said, "Who's going to come on a poster where it says little people are wrestling? You think there's child abuse going on? Midgets. That's how they make their money."
Micro wrestling. That's what they call it now.
Yeah, but I know, but it's...
That's worse. That's worse.
I
That's
think
not cool, man. You guys they're too woke. I don't like this stuff, man. Go back to midget. You're right.
Yeah, and I mean, to go further here, we're just going through people we know on the roster because there's a lot that were involved in pro wrestling. I couldn't believe it. And I see in the comments, Jay, I wasn't going to miss you. Jay Action Jackson, he wrestled the Brooklyn Brawler before, if you know who the Brooklyn Brawler is. Jay, I think he was trained with the Dudley Boys, too, so that's pretty serious stuff. And then we also had, let's see who else I had on here. I said Harley. And then... who else? Anyone else I can think of? Big Brian Soscia, Rick says. Yeah, I did wrestle. We've talked about that. Actually, I think we have a clip. Chris, I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's kind of long, so I want to set it up because I shortened it. They had me promoting BKFC at a wrestling show because they had a decent crowd there that would like what we do in Albuquerque. So they had me walk out and be a nice guy. We showed this a year or two ago. And I'm holding up the tickets. I got free tickets, and I turn on them. I'm just kidding. I can't stand you fake wrestling people.
You went heel. You went heel on them.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt did AEW, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she wrestled. She kind of just stood there. But she was wearing a BKFC shirt. That was cool.
ChatGPT. That's the reason.
Good job. Hey. Here, show that clip.
Evan, I'm with you. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
So then why? Then, you know what, Lidle, you piss me off sometimes because I like you a lot. I like you a lot, but the reason, no, he knows, look, he's laughing because he knows why. Then why every show, it's really weird when you ask me after we're done, you say, put your singlet on and come in my room. I don't know, with oil. I don't know why you make me do that if you don't like wrestling.
That's a different kind of wrestling, Brian. Don't tell anybody your weird fantasies you have.
He always says,
this is
no.
a reality.
You've heard him,
because
Brandon.
you have these weird dreams and fantasies. Don't involve me and Evan. Evan doesn't want to hear weird stuff either.
He always tries to lure me in.
He says, come roll with me.
He says, we got to go do it. He says, we need to re-record this voiceover. And then the door handle's greasy when I get there. I don't know. And that's where I turn around.
And I say, Lidle was just here. You missed him. My mic is terrible again. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Man. Maybe the mic
I'm talking about rolling. That's a different kind of activity. Maybe a little narcotics involved, man.
Well, you'd have to roll a lot to do that to me. So, anyway, there's a lot of people in here. They're loving this. Anyway, have you ever been a pro wrestler, Lidle?
Me, no. I actually fought for real, man. There's no script. Just I like to punch people, and I don't know. I'm not letting somebody slam me around. It's not gonna happen.
I will say that doing what you did, a lot of guys that come from MMA or shoot fighting, as they call it in wrestling, they make big money for a while in Japan. They used to go to Japan, like what's his name? The Hammer. Oh my God, not our Hammer.
Mark Coleman.
Yeah, Mark Coleman. He made some money there. I mean, those guys, they love American guys that can really do it and come over to pro wrestling. And pro wrestling is a little more real there. I'm going down a wrestling rabbit hole. I don't want to do this with you. I'm sorry. I was just trying to finish up that part of the segment. A lot of people have been involved in pro wrestling. I'll show you. Would you like to see me get my ass beat really quick for talking shit to the fans?
Yes.
All right, let's show it. I miss this. I miss being the bad guy.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Let me show you what I'm doing. Sit down, stupid. You look dumb. You look like an idiot. Shut your mouth. Now listen to me. You want the free tickets? Who wants the free ticket? You're not gonna get them, because I'm gonna rip them in half. Shut up, I said. I see you back there too, you fool. Watch what I'm gonna do to you idiots.
Now this is real. Look, my tooth flew out.
That's not a tooth.
Whoop, you're not going to get me, punk. That was me waiting for him. There you go. That hurt my back. To the crowd's delight, and then I ran out the front door in a car waiting for me. We couldn't show
Where's
her.
that video? Jeremy's following you. with
I
all
wish
your
I
stuff.
you remember
It was
that?
So funny.
He
yeah.
was like following behind me. We jumped in a car. Kai Stewart in the chat. Kai was there, and we talked about that earlier, Kai, before we even showed that a while ago. I talked about how you got in the ring. I didn't have video. I tried to find good video. I couldn't, Kai, or I would have showed it. But yeah, Kai was loving pro wrestling that night, man. So anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
There's your pro wrestling dose for the day. I will say your UFC bought up WWE pretty quick, so they must want to be like WWE. You know what I mean?
Hey, where there's there's so I get it.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going to get done. Whatever. They've ruined it. It costs too much money. It's so much money to go to be a fan now. And that's one thing about us that I love at BKFC. Look how I'm weaving this in. It's the truth. We're the best value in combat sports, man. So we're not. Hello?
See you later.
We're not making it too expensive for you to go. We're the best value in combat sports. Not obviously, I don't think UFC's figured that out, and WWE hasn't, but they can make the money. Let them. I'd like to make it affordable for you guys to come. All right. While we're waiting for Chris Lidle, we'll get off the wrestling stuff now and see what they're saying in the chat. Let's see the clip of Feldman choke slamming you on the table. Which one? There's millions of them. My back hurts from every one of them. Once we get Lidle back home, we'll get back into reviewing the UK. I don't know where he went. I guess his phone must have hated the wrestling talk too. While you're here waiting, make sure that you like it, subscribe to it, hit the bell, and listen, if you're on Instagram or something, come on over to the YouTube page. We are on YouTube at the Bare Knuckle Show. It's not the normal BKFC YouTube. It's the Bare Knuckle Show. Make sure you I'm reading the comments. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, the Bare Knuckle Show. It's on YouTube. Of course, also the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. Chris Lidle's back. I think he short-circuited too much pro wrestling talk.
I think you got mad at me because I wasn't agreeing with you. Okay, I will agree. Pro wrestling's great. Can we keep going now? Come on.
I love you, Chris.
Fine.
Sure can. Chris, I'm really happy to have you back on again, man. It's been a while. Glad to see you again. I want to talk quickly about the UK. I mean, it was on DAZN. Rave reviews. What a show. I do want to start with, before we even start talking about the card, I think this may be one of my top nicknames of the show, the Scumbag. We use that in the Northeast, like the Scumbag. I think it was Kieran the Scumbag Sewell. I love that nickname. That
was a great nickname. That was a fun fight, man. I'll tell you what, every fight I thought pretty much delivered, maybe minus one. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You can probably figure it out.
Yeah, probably.
Man, those, I mean, I'd like to, I mean, I hate to pat myself on the back. I hate doing it. But I mean, I always go into the locker rooms beforehand, tell people, man, what we're looking for, and go out there, put on a great fight. And they all deliver it, you know? So maybe I didn't talk to the last guys. I don't think I did. No, they weren't there yet. So that was a problem. I didn't talk to the main event. Oh, sorry, I'm still my cards. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think I did a good job of getting all hyped up. I think that must be what it was, because they came to fight. I'm not going to really – I can't take credit, but, man, I love being there with those guys. You could tell me and Sean being there and all the crew, Cyrus, Houston, they love the love that we were giving them. And they came, they performed, man. They put it all out there. Those were amazing fights. I thought I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah, I mean, and we have a inaugural BKFC UK lightweight title champion, Johnny Graham. Congratulations to him. That was the feature fight, I believe, if I can remember properly. And you know, yes. I like to see the UK boys continue to provide these fights that we enjoy, these cards we enjoy. And I mean, obviously, the birthplace of Bare Knuckle, so we always say that, so it's good. And you know, the more we can expand our footprint, and we got Rome coming up, UK, we're all over the world. I love it.
Hey, brother, the Scottish people came to fight, man. That Sean Ware, woo, that was the fight. Dude. He got knocked down twice in the first round, came back. Well, if you haven't watched it yet, I don't care. Spoiler alert. He looked good. And then Telfer came, and he was the biggest underdog on the card against Cruel. Knocked him out. I mean, man, the guys from Scotland came and they put a stamp on it. Like, yeah, we're here to stay. That was an amazing turn of events. I didn't see that happen like that.
100%. It says here that Rick Walsh in the chat saying it was a tough one for Joe Lister. I
like Joe Lister, though, man. He has a lot of potential. He's very young. He's going to be a good fighter for us. I guarantee it.
And then Johnny Graham, Little Ben saying is a handful for anyone, and I would agree. It's going to see where he goes. It's going to be great to watch him develop.
He looked like he was the best he looked. He looked like he had a chip on his shoulder all week until after the fight, and then he was cool. But, yeah, before then he was ready to go.
Yeah, 100%. Well, a lot of guys ready to go in Jersey coming up. And I'm excited. I'm ready to go because I think Jersey's going to be loud. They're going to show out like they always do. Before we get to this, Brandon, I'm going to throw you off a little bit here. I want Chris to hear this. It's from the mailbag. Somebody took the time, Chris, and we can only play part of it. They took the time to write a song and sing a song and send it in about the BKFC show in Jersey. You want to hear? It's like country sounding. Reminds me of Monday Night Football, how it used to with Hank Williams or whoever it was, Junior.
All right, not a huge country fan, but I'd like to hear this.
I'm not really either, but somebody put time in it, so let's give it a listen. Can we hear it?
Platinum Perry's back, king of the violence, stepping in with fire to find defiance. The heathen's coming, no fear in his eyes. When the bell tolls, only one will rise.
That was pretty good. Come on, man. This is on the radio station for those country people, I think.
You're talking over the best of the chorus, bro.
It's still good. It's still good. Whatever.
Get out of here, dude.
That was you, wasn't it, Brian? Was that you? Was that you singing that stuff? Hello?
I hear you.
Okay.
I was trying to hear you over the music. Yeah, somebody took the time. I mean, the whole thing's like 3 minutes. We don't have time to play the whole thing, but I would. If somebody really wants it, I don't know. I wish they'd come with a music video or something to it. That'd be really cool. But I think it's great they took the time to think that out. All right, let's get into that. Jersey. Everyone excited for Jersey, especially those who yawn into my mic.
Sorry. I apologize for him.
We're tired, Chris. We're tired. Dave always says.
I get it. You probably got up at 3 a.m. to plan this show. It's so good. I get it.
Oh, yeah. 5. Yeah. 5. I was up at 5. And then, got to get the kids off to school and everything, get the show ready and act like I'm in a good mood every day. All right, so what other... Wait, I got to go backwards now. The Scumbag, one of my favorite nicknames. I wanted to ask you this. You've been fighting for so long. Can you think, and you don't have to answer this now. Think about it until we're done. Any really cool nicknames, and drop them in the chat. I think the Scumbag is such an interesting nickname. Let me know in the chat. And Mike, your name is Chris. Chris, think if you can come up with any nicknames that you thought are different or cool throughout the years, and let us know in the chat if you've seen any cool or different nicknames. I'd love to hear them. As we head into New Jersey. Well, we know this nickname, Platinum Mike Perry, Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens. Let's just start up there. Main event, King of Violence, Platinum coming in. I believe there's a record between them with no losses. I think it's 8-0 between them. These guys both coming to fight. And I think that, in my opinion, Perry's Perry. We've seen what he can do. And we saw what Jeremy Stevens did in Philly. He broke Eddie Alvarez's jaw and silenced the city of Philly. So now here he comes again to silence the world, because I don't know how many people think that Jeremy is going to beat Mike. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think that, who's the most important person convinced he's going to beat Mike? Jeremy. And he's surely convinced by it.
He believes it. And here's the thing. He's been motivated like people don't understand. This guy's been fighting for a long time, UFC, everything, and he needs his title. That's what he's been talking about the whole time. I want my title. I want what's coming to me. I feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world. And I would just give you guys a little bit. It was funny. I remember just recently we had the Canelo versus Crawford fight. And everybody was saying Crawford is not big enough. Canelo's too big. Canelo's too big. There's a couple of people who were there. Me and I know my guy, Pat McPherson. We're about the only two people I remember kept saying Crawford's going to win. Two people have been in the ring. I think that makes a big difference. So a lot of people saying that Jeremy Stephens might not be big enough. It doesn't matter how big you are, man. I mean, in this sport, he's going to be big enough to beat Mike Perry, I promise.
No, I agree. Bare Knuckle is just, I feel like people look at it, and sometimes even people that know it, or they're still getting used to it or something, like they're fooled by their old ways of thinking, and you almost have to stop and go, okay, this is what might happen here, but this is bare knuckle. So it almost goes out the window, everything you were thinking. So I think it's very important to say. And I'm really excited for that fight. I mean, to be able to go around Jersey and New York with the King of Violence title. Listen, I was with Dave doing a media tour in New York last week. We brought the King of Violence belt, so I'm carrying it with me. And I'm not even thinking. I have it like strapped in the back, and I have I'm carrying 5 other things too. And people are stopping us in the city. It's like, you the King of Violence? I'm like, do I look like I'm the King of Violence? Of course. and they say, oh, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not. At first I played it, but I'm like, no way I could be. And they were all wanting pictures with the title. I'm telling you, people are very excited about this. And I think it's a great way to promote King and Queen of Violence. Mike Perry again, Jeremy Stephens, going to be awesome. And then you look at the Queen of Violence, man. That's going to be amazing. You got two people, we've talked about this every week, and we had an email about it earlier. These two really hate each other. You've been watching the show today. I'm sure you've seen some of the footage. You've seen some of the crazy stuff being lofted back and forth. I'm very excited for this fight, because here you have Christine Faria, the misfit, who is, we say it all the time, the most dominant, save Britain Hart. I mean, she's arguably the most dominant woman ever in bare knuckle fighting. And she's fighting Jessica Borga. Power on the come up. She's knocked a woman out, the first person to ever do that in BKFC, and she's angry. And me and you have talked about this before. I talk about it every week, Chris. Anger doesn't always help, but I feel like in Borga's case, she said it last week too, she said anger helps her. So it can help people. So where are you at in this fight? I mean, how do you see it going? What are we looking for? I mean, you're astute when you view a fight. What should the fans be looking for in this fight?
We're definitely going to find out if she's accurate with Borga talking about this. Anger helps her. A lot of people think that, and if you go in there and you get the first round knockout, it probably did help you. What happens if it goes past rounds? If it goes 2, 3, 4 rounds, will that anger be enough to keep burning, or will it gas you out? That's going to be the big key to me. I mean, Faria, I don't see you knocking her out right away. I think that's the only way she beats her like that is knocking her out. So if she doesn't do that quickly, and she can't control her emotion, it could be tough for Borga. If she can control her emotion, it could be a different story. So it's all going to be about if she can control that anger, and we're going to have to find that out.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, look, so you're talking about, I was thinking about this the other day. I was just thinking about it, just entered my head. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think that Faria, and I could be wrong, has ever felt the power she's going to feel from Borga in bare knuckle. And I wonder, like, you have other fighters saying, oh, I went in there for the fight. I've talked to them privately, and they're like, I didn't know the power. I didn't know it was going to feel exactly like that. And I was like, ooh, almost shook. Do you think that, maybe not knock her out at first, but do you think Faria's going to go, oh, shit, maybe that's worse than I thought it was? You know, what's that feeling like in a fight? I mean, you can't do anything. Have you ever felt that, where it's like, this guy's got way more power than I thought? Oh, shit. Literally.
100%. I mean, you know, I felt that before. I've dealt with it. And, you know, great fighters can usually feel it and move on and go, okay, this is what I have to sharpen my game. I got to be even better. I can't get in. I have to be more technically sound. And she's going to feel that pretty quick. I think she's going to, if I'm Borga, I'm going in immediately throwing a hard punch and letting her know I'm way stronger than you. I can do this, and you have to deal with this. But then a really good fighter, really talented fighter will say, okay, how am I going to deal with this adversity? How am I going to beat this? So it's going to be a great test match. I believe. I think both these females are very good fighters, so I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you look at Borga's power, exactly what you're talking about. Faria is so talented. She's going to be the fighter that's going to adjust. But then let's see where Borga starts throwing her bombs from. Can Borga adjust? And I would say Borga's going to be able to adjust because, look, even if she hasn't gone far yet, Borga still is with one of the best bare knuckle gyms out there, in my estimation, Shift Combat Sports. And I'm sure Jihad is getting her ready for everything. I mean, you have to be ready for everything when you fight Christine Faria. Otherwise, you're not going to win. You have to be ready to do everything. So I'm excited about that. A lot of great fights on the card. Everyone's pretty pumped up about everything we have going on here. Conor McGregor actually was talking about it the other day. He recorded some commercial he wanted to do. He was all excited. He's like, put this on. I can't talk. I can't imitate brogues or whatever they're called. But he said, put this on the radio. This will sell it out. And he cut a big, long 30-second thing about how we're the war zone of entertainment. He's all excited. So he's pumped up. He's going to be there, too. You can get your tickets, BKFC.com. Any other fights on the lower card you're excited for?
Man, it was really nice about this card. I went and I called a lot of the fighters because it was an honor to be on this card. I mean, everything we see, to me, I mean, we thought they could be in Fight of the Night. I mean, you got, what's his name? Carlos De Leon is going to verse Mike Rosano. That's going to be an unbelievably good fight. I mean, from top to bottom, every fight I really saw, I'm pretty much excited for, to be honest with you. So, like I said, we knew we were going all out for this card. We put everything on there that was going to be an amazing fight. It's happening.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a fun fight night. We always say it's not like a fight night. It's an experience. And it's good because, look, it's a big fight weekend. So if you want to catch other fights that you might want to see, we're starting a little earlier to give you a chance to see everything. So it'll be awesome for the fight fans. I'm very excited. I'm a fight fan myself. I know you are. I'm excited to be there live, man. It's going to be the best. Let's see. Project Mayhem saying it's a crazy card. Everyone's pumped up in the chat. Met Borg at the fights. She is huge. Antonio says, yeah, she's in the best shape of her life. I mean, she looks amazing right now. All right. So let's see what else we have here for you. First of all, let's get to the nicknames we talked about. Any good nicknames? I can read you some of the ones they gave me in the chat. I do like the off the couch nickname. That's always a fun one. I like Hefty Bag. Of course, Kai Stewart said that, but Hefty Bag's great though. It is great because from what I understand, I didn't get that at first either. I guess that's how he used to make weight when he wrestled. He was like a Hefty Bag, or maybe he's adorable as a Hefty Bag. I don't know. He told me one time, but he's not that anymore. He's the Outcast now, which is another great name. They liked the name Cannoli as well.
I like that. Hey, I got, one of my favorites right now is Corey. What you talking about, Willis? I mean, come on. That one cracks me up every time I hear it.
I love that one too, man. And was it James Put Him Down Brown or James Get Down Brown? Either way, they should be Put Him Down. Could be both. It could go by either one of them.
The Old Dirty Bastard. I mean, we got some good ones out there.
Yeah, man. All right, so that's some of the stuff we got from the chat. Thank you for yours as well. They're calling Kai Stewart the bare knuckle fishing champion. Anyway, let's see. Here's your questions that would send in. I have a special Lidle file for questions. I have a Dave file.
Hell yes. Let's hear it.
You love these, don't you?
Of course.
I know you do. All right.
Get to know me, people. Let's hear it.
All right. Drop them in the chat if you have a question for Chris, but I'm reading the ones from the Chris Lidle file. We get tons in the email about this. Let's go through them. What's the first thing? What's a dating question? What's the first thing you notice after meeting someone?
The first thing I noticed after meeting someone, like a man, woman dating, what are you talking about?
I guess anyway. That's what they asked. It was one of the 3 questions they had. Is this somebody trying to go on a date with Chris Lidle? What's going on? What's the first thing? So when you meet somebody, do you notice their smile?
Say when you meet a man, and then we'll do a woman afterwards. So what's the first?
You can do. You could do a woman afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually I try, and somebody talked about this the other day, you kind of size somebody up and be like, how would I do against this guy in a fight? It's usually the first thing I'm thinking.
That's smart. So what did you think? What did you think?
How's this going to go down? Where am I attacking this guy if something goes down?
What did you think when you met me then? You had to be like, there's no chance I'm not going to have this fantasy of fighting him.
Weak chin. No.
Dude,
no, I'm just kidding, man.
I don't care. It's not an insult to me. What else? What else do you think when you see him? Could you take this guy, you size him up?
Yeah, I mean, that's usually kind of the first thing, like in case things go bad, how's this going to go down?
You look at their ears?
What's that?
I always check their ears.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. Yeah, and then usually how they shake your hand, all that type of stuff.
That is true. That is true. I met my neighbor who I've only spoken to like once. I saw him and he had cauliflower ears, and I'm like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you try to pick up little things like that, scars. I don't know. I just kind of look at what kind of a potential opponent am I dealing with?
There you go. That's a good one. All right. What about a woman?
Woman, well, you see, I'm pretty happily with somebody. So all I think is you better stay away from me. My girlfriend,
Control yourself, lady.
You better stand back. I'm taking.
You control yourself, lady. All right. These are dumb ones, but I like them, so we'll do them.
Do
them. Can you make any funny sounds with your mouth?
What? Have you heard my voice? My voice sounds funny. Of course. That's all I do is say stupid stuff.
Like,
I guess.
How about this one? My wife hates this. I used to sneak up behind her, and when she's doing something, I would just go in her ear. This is terrible. It's gross, and she hates it. I would go, if you're listening now, this is for you. I would go.
Oh, yeah.
She hates it. I like you trying to figure it out.
Not a good sound. Not a good sound. You know
anyway, here's one. Watch one. Little kids, when you meet like a baby for the first time, all you have to do is this, and they love you. Just go. They think it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty cool too. Do that next time we get together.
Watch this.
We'll do that for about 10 minutes. Now,
I did wash my hands
before
before the
stuff like
show.
that when I was young. I kind of grew up though. Unfortunately.
All right, so you can't make any
I
funny.
lost my dinosaur.
Here's one. If you, this guy sent 3 and 2. If you were to roar like a dinosaur, how would it sound, Chris?
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a dinosaur. What? See, I just said I lost my dinosaur from like that. What was it? Step Brothers. And somebody's listening. Well done. Oh.
Roar like a dinosaur.
Oh man, I don't know how a T-Rex does. I'd be more of a T-Rex. Short arms. I don't have long arms that fight. I got like a 73.
All right.
Not cool. I mean, I had to get inside to punch people, man. You know, I'm an inside fighter, so it is what it is.
Mr. Saturn's saying you should grow your hair out in the chat. He said it looked nice, like an afro style.
I don't have an afro, but like maybe someday I'll make a bet with somebody. Either if they win, I'll grow my hair. If they lose, they got to cut their hair like me. You in, Brian? Me and you. Where's Feldman at? I'll make a bet with him right now.
We should do some
grow
kind
my
of
hair
bet.
out if I lose. If not, he has to cut his hair like mine.
Oh, we have to work into that. That might be good.
You figure that out and we'll do it. I'm in.
All right, let's see what we have here in the chat. They're giving questions. Chris, who was the hardest puncher you ever fought?
Damn, that's tough.
That's from Rick.
I'd say it's probably between 2 guys, either Robbie Lawler or Joe Riggs. Probably, man. One of those 2 guys could absolutely hit. They hit really hard. I remember when I was fighting Robbie Lawler, I was starting to do good, landing a couple punches. Next thing I know, hit him with a punch and knocked me down. Didn't really hurt me because I clapped on the way down but it just knocked me back. That was just the sheer force that knocked me to the ground. And Joe Riggs, I remember I'm in on the ground, and that guy could hit hard from the ground. And he hit me so hard, I remember I just sat up and didn't know, I was like, oh, what's going on? I'm looking over the right, and I kind of look back, and I'm seeing where back to hit me again. I was like, oh, I'm in a fight, So I had to get back in mode and start defending myself. But both those guys hit really hard.
Great answer. Now, for newer viewers of the show, and we're expanding daily, so we have a lot of newer viewers. Something we talked about before, I just want to kind of revisit it. What the Joe Riggs fight, was that the fight that the next day you're in somebody's wedding and your face was beat up and they wouldn't let you be in the pictures? Is that the same fight? Is that the fight we talked about that?
Yes. Yeah. So I have to. It was the Mohegan Sun. I had to fly to Arizona, Phoenix, rent a car and drive up to Flagstaff, and I showed up. I was like, oh, what the hell? What happened to you? I was like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So they thought they didn't know I was just in a professional fight. They thought I was just some kind of a weird thug who
you should have been
obviously didn't do well, because I got stitches above my eye, and it was just filleted open bad. And it was all the blood.
You could have been the hero. You should have said to him, somebody tried to steal the ring and you stopped him, and the other guy looks worse. All right, let's see what else we have here. They want to know, Project Mayhem. He says, what's your ultimate fantasy fight? So if everybody, let's say in Bare Knuckle, who's the guy that you would love to fight in Bare Knuckle?
Me, personally?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let me think. How about the old, I'd like to do my old rematch with Robbie Lawler we were just talking about. I'd do that. That'd be a fun one.
All right.
Bring it on, dude. Yeah, he's older, but he's a lot younger than me. We'll do it.
The internet is churning now. The rumors you'll start getting calls, I'm sure, from Dave. Hey, Chris, I heard you might want to come back. No, we're just talking about fantasy fight, dude. All right, let's see. Oh, here's a good one.
I'd do it if I could commentate my own fight. If I could wear like a microphone right here and be, right hand, thrown by Lidle. Oh, he's hurt. Stuff like that.
You could be like, ouch, that hurt. Here we go. All right. If you had to eat a crayon, what color would you choose?
I mean, I think the purple would probably taste the best. So I'm going purple.
I would think pink would taste the best. That's just me. Let's.
Would. Sorry.
So, what sport would be the funnest to play after a few drinks? I got mine. Who do you think?
Well, it depends. Like sport, real sport. Let me think here.
Like, did you ever not I mean for fun, like drink? You drink, you start wrestling around with your buddies. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but outside of that, I can tell you, I've done it before. When you drink and gamble and on bowling, when you're doing it, it's so much fun. It's crazy.
If I bowl, I have to drink.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you gamble too on it. It's fun.
It's mandatory. I think you should have to drink a beer at least every other frame. I mean, come on, it's boring. I mean, I can't play that sport if I'm not drinking.
Oh, golf's the same way.
Anything you can drink and do is not a sport.
That is
opinion.
true.
Go ahead.
What about the dude who? I wish Junior was here.
The dude abides?
No. Hold on.
Man.
There was a baseball player. There's a documentary on Netflix I saw years ago. I want to say he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This dude threw, I think it was a no-hitter on acid.
Doc Ellis. Yeah, he was doing no-hitter on LSD. I mean, he was taking all kinds of stuff all the time, man.
Normalized him. Wow. That's crazy. So I would say, though, I think that, come on, what's a good drunk sport for you to do? What would you do drunk?
Man, I would like to play football drunk, man. I think that'd be amazing. Not too long ago, probably about 4 years ago, I met some of my friends on Thanksgiving. A buddy of mine had it, and we played tackle football. Bro, it was crazy. People were getting wrecked. I mean, these are older guys playing. I know somebody, I think they dislocated their shoulder. Somebody looked like they got concussed. It was like, man, this is not a good idea, playing football with people this age. I mean, people in the 40s, you tackle football. I mean, this wasn't touch. This was people getting wrecked. It was hilarious.
All right.
But nobody's drunk. But
there you go. I think the last one we have for you, this is good. It's weird, though. From Mr. Saturn in the chat, he wants to know, what's your favorite gross smell? Like something people wouldn't like. Like, for instance, if you like the smell of tar, I knew someone like that. Or gasoline.
Yeah. I love gasoline. I like the smell of gasoline. Problem, I was firefighter. Maybe people think I'm a little bit of a pyromaniac, likes to burn things, possibly. But I love the smell of gasoline.
That's borderline huffing. You got to be careful with that, dude. Gasoline.
Sure. That's have you ever had? Huffing it's a fine line. You've done the whippets or when you go to the Grateful Dead, it has the big balloon, the helium, the nitrous. The nitrous takes exactly, and I always said he has a case of the Wawas.
I was in ninth grade, and it was so prevalent at a concert I was at. I knew nothing. I'd never seen this done. I was very sheltered, and I saw the in a parking lot, $5-10 a balloon. I'm like, why are they selling balloons here? My friend's like, that's not what it is. And wah 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 wah. I then figured out what it was, and I didn't even think it was illegal. The cops were allowing it, and then they run with the tanks under their cars when they don't. It was crazy. Yeah. Do they even still do that?
I remember I go to the Grateful Dead concert a long time ago, obviously, and I bought one of those big $5 balloons. I'm like, all right. I said, watch this. I go, you're going to take like 3 real deep hits. I know. All of a sudden, everything was giant above me. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, did I fall down? They're like, dude, you just like a board just went straight back. And then my balloon went. But I was like, that was $5 I just wasted. Like, my legs didn't bend. I just went, boom, straight back. So to all you kids watching, do not inhale 3 deep hits in a row. It will knock you on your ass.
I don't know if that even still exists at concerts. The balloons, I haven't been to one in a while, so I don't know.
Yeah, the Dead's not around anymore either.
This guy's saying Rick's saying drunk NASCAR racing would be fun. I don't know about that.
I'm out.
And then they're saying here, hold on, they're saying that the worst. Oh my God, you guys are disgusting in the chat. I don't even want to repeat this.
Here, come on, you got to.
More than one is saying their favorite gross smell is when they fart and smell their own farts. I had a guy tell me, I don't want to get into that. Yeah, it's gross, but okay. Well, there you go. Uncensored here. LOL, Lidle's stories are priceless. Again, listen, I do want to say as a thing here, this is serious. We're joking around a lot, but huffing is insane. I've seen people die from it. Don't do it. It kills your brain cells.
That kills more brain cells than anything. It's not a good thing.
This is all when we were young and stupid and didn't know any better. So don't you be young and stupid if you're watching, especially doing it other ways. It's not good. I've seen it's not good. Don't do it. All right. So Chris, I think a drunk demolition derby, somebody says that would be fun. Chris,
demolition derby once. I had somebody who was going to sponsor me to be in it. I was in. I thought it'd be fun.
We need that. Let's put that out right now. From everyone's watching, we need a BKFC. We've had a race car. I think BKFC needs a demolition derby car. So if somebody drives demolition derby, like I go to them every summer in Maryland, I check one out. But if somebody can get a demolition derby car and take a picture of it, I think that would fit BKFC really well with a fist on it and stuff. That'd be good stuff. All right. Anyway, let's see. All right, we're good. So, yeah, that's all we have for you. Chris Lights Out Lido. I was looking if there's any more craziness in the chat. They're going nuts for you. Before you go, threaten the chat and let them know to subscribe and hit the like button and the bell. Just threaten them to do that.
What's wrong with you people? This is my man here, Brian's out here doing his hard work. You heard he got up at 2 or 3 or 5. Who cares? It's early. You guys were still asleep. Get your ass up there, hit that like button, click, subscribe, do all this stuff. This is on every week, and this is where I find out my information. You think I work for the company? You think they tell me that? No, I find out from Brian. I find out here. This is where I get my information. You'll know as much as I have if you pay attention.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you for that. I find out for stuff from you. I find out when I'm talking in my ear, they tell me things randomly. They're saying we should call the Bare Knuckle Show, or the Bare BKFC Demolition Derby car should be called the Fister. I like that. All right. Well, Chris Lights Out Lidle. On that note, we're going to see you in Jersey, and you come to Jersey and hang out with Tony. So Tony's dead. I don't know. Hang out with one of the Paulie Walnuts. Is he alive still? I don't even know.
No.
They're all dead. Yeah. Well, they're mafia guys. That's how it goes at the end of the day.
Hey, that's the life you chose, you know. There's not a lot of retirement there. So
no, you get some nice shoes, though. The concrete shoes, you get those. All right. Chris Lights Out Lido, thanks for spending so much time with us. You're always fun, and thanks for reviewing UK. And looking forward to seeing Jersey. Can't wait, man.
See you soon, homie. Let's see it.
See ya. He called me his homie. Whoa! That is a scary-looking people's eyebrow there. All right, so let's see where we're at.
Talking to your mic.
I'm looking at something. I was trying to block your stupid
waiting. You always yell
dumb shot. Let's see. Okay. So let's go back to the mailbag real quick, and then we'll tell you some other stuff that we have some great stuff to talk about. Lidle's fun. I like Chris Lidle's stories, too. He goes off the rails like in a good way. We learned so much about him. I like that he just collapsed. All right. I can tell you guys like it, too.
Yeah.
I can tell. Anyway, so back to my mail call here. All right, we did that. Okay. All right, he's always in the chat. I see his son's here now, Big Ron from Savage Combat Sports. I'll throw him a plug just simply because we have Ice Wars this day, I think, but that's not me, so I'll throw him a plug. Let's put that up. Big Ron's going to be out. He's going to be the ring announcer for Island Rumble. And I'm taken by this because there's boxing, music, and delicious food, even mini golf here. How could you not go? Look at all the sponsors.
I know how to put on a show.
Zoom in on Big Ron. Look at that headshot. Ron from Savage Combat Sports.
Did you steal that jacket from Jeff?
I know. Jeff's going to get nervous. That's going to cause heat.
That looks just like something Jeff would wear.
You know you're stirring that pot right now, right, Evan?
Am I?
You know you are.
I didn't even mean to.
Anyway, Island Rumble Fight Night. I love that Ron's going to be there. I don't know anything about it. I just wanted to put that up because I love it. They have mini golf there.
We need to add that.
Yeah, can we have mini golf? Yeah. All right, but that goes right on. And Ron, I mean this with the utmost respect, 'cause I'm a big fan of what you do. But that's right on brand with you to have craziness when you're ring announcing. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, this is good. He's back. It's been a long time, and I don't think he even says where he's been. Randy the Pervert sent something in.
Oh, my God.
A country heard from, as they say. Giggity, 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 giggity. I thought we took it off. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago. We hadn't heard from him. We thought we'd just take it off the board, the sound effect, but I guess he's back. Let's see if he says where he's been. He says, Randy the Pervert says, I am in love with Crystal Pittman. Here we go. He didn't say hello. He didn't say where he's been. He gets right into it. I am in love with Crystal Pittman's social media. I'm excited for the Queen of Violence coming up. I've viewed Borga countless times, and I've envisioned Faria a few times. Can't find content on her yet, but I will. Believe it. However, I can't get enough of Pittman. She just does something to me. I had to buy extra tissues after checking her IG page, and it's not because I have a stuffy nose. Thank you for putting that out there for us. I want to share her pics and her IG again with the world in case you've forgotten. Enjoy this. It made more than just tissue. It will make more than just tissue sales of the world rise. Interesting. Let's see. All right, what she got going on here? Whoa. Yo, how many times do you think Randy watched Tongue, and Sweet? Probably on loop. Ooh. A woman opening a refrigerator raider excites Randy. And he said here that like her whole social's amazing. He said take a gander at it. So we can look at that later. You can check it out. She's got all kinds of content. We know that. Thank you, Randy. Listen, tell us where you've been. We miss you. I don't know where you've been. Another programming note here. I want to let you guys know, Saturday, November 1st, you got to make your plans to stop by and say hello to Britton Hart, the champ. She's going to be out at Born United in the River Ridge Mall, and that's in Lynchburg, Virginia. If you're in the area of Lynchburg, Virginia, or the River Ridge Mall, she'll be there from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. It says you can come meet Britton, grab an autograph, take photos. There'll be raffles, giveaways. It's all going on with the champ, Britton Hart. Again, that is Saturday, November 1st. Don't forget about it. Go meet the champ. She's delightful to meet. She loves her fans, so we're very excited about that. Last but not least in the mailbag, we got one from Sammy Shit, and he just said, Deck!
You're out of order.
No, this is the one. This is the one saying this one. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. I didn't see the video. I just saw the thumbnail, but holy crap. That is an oh shit moment. Thank you for that, Sammy. All right, .com. You can always check there. You know, we're keeping you updated, .com. And then the other thing I want to do is obviously go through some of the shows we have coming up. And we have that now. Of course, this is Fight Week for Jersey. We're very excited about that. Prudential Center. Some tickets still remain. BKFC.com. Remember, King and Queen of Violence. But I also want to remind you that this goes down Saturday. The show's a little earlier than normal at the Prudential Center. Make sure you get in there, but it's going to be a great night. And like we said earlier, Evan and I were talking about the media schedule. Pretty much anywhere there's media in New York, we're going to be there. So I do know we're going to be on some North Jersey radio stations coming up. I think DHA, maybe the Rat. I think it's Central. And the Hawk. And I know, like I said, we're supposed to be on Connor, Dave, everybody. They're all over the place. Fox and Friends, I think. And I know Gutfeld and... Also, they're going to be New York Post. They're stopped by Yahoo. Everybody.
In the city on Wednesday.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Are we going to have any cameras rolling for that? Can we have some behind the scenes for next
we'll
week?
Be there.
All right, cool. Yeah. Behind the scenes, we'll have that for next week for you. And just keep your eyes and ears open because if you're anywhere, you're going to see us because it's not just local, it's national as well. Let's see what else we have coming up here as we continue on. That's going to be a great fight night. We're looking for a lot of attendance, a lot of fun there. And on October 18th, we're in Hammond Fight Night. They just did a very successful bar hit, which we plugged last week. People were very excited about it. I'm hearing that it was packed, and people couldn't get enough. They were watching the UK show over the weekend. Apparently, the place was deafening loud. The tickets are moving there. That's at the Horseshoe in Hammond Fight Night. Henry, Lindsay, Van Camp, Finley. I mean, that's just the main and the co-main. The rest of the card is going to fill out nicely as well. BKFC.com for tickets there, our debut. And then we head to Rome, Italy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Of course, it's Chris Camozzi versus Alessio Sakara. And that fight, as we said last week, and Camozzi said it as well, is supposed to have been happening for a while now. But it's finally happening here in BKFC in Rome, Italy, October 25th. BKFC.com for tickets to find out more. Then our big debut, where the Steiner brothers are from, Michigan. Yes, Michigan. BKFC Fight Night, Michigan, November 1st. The Hawk in the main event versus Zach Cavender, Rodriguez versus Cavender. And that's going to be a fun fight. A lot of intensity there for our debut, November 1st, BKFC Fight Night, Michigan. And then have we announced anything after that? Oh, we teased something. I think we teased the California date last week, but we're not ready to announce that yet. I have heard, though, I think it was California. I shouldn't be saying this, but I heard from one of the suits. I shouldn't have been listening in. I hacked into a meeting. I did. I listened to this meeting. They don't know, but sometimes the meetings get sent to me, so I'll just quietly sign in and listen. And I heard that they have, I think, a main event. I think they said for California, but they refused. They wouldn't even share it on the call. Don't quote me on this, but I think they're saving it for the broadcast. I don't know anything about it. I just know that I think it's California there's a main event for. But I know there will be some type of announcement on the broadcast this weekend on DAZN. Make sure you check that out. We're very excited for it. Other than that, I think we're done with content right now, right?
I think we're done.
All right. So the other thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, and this is important to talk about to me. As you know, you watch the show. You're part of the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship family. You're part of the Bare Knuckle Show family. We see each other at events. We've become friends, and like I said, closer than that because, you bump into Evan, you bump into Brandon, Dave Sr., Dave Jr., whoever. I feel like we have something going on here where you can come up and just meet us. You don't get that everywhere. And it's weird. It's still weird to me that people want to say things to us. I talk to some fighters that are freaked out by that as we grow too. And I think we make it very easy for you to meet the fighters and get to know these people and almost become friends with them. So I want to talk about a guy that, unfortunately, we lost. We lost him last week. I don't know the details surrounding it. I don't even care what they are because I just know I like the guy. I just wanted to take a minute and I wanted to do a quick memorial for Cowboy Fred Pierce. This guy's been around for a long time, BKFC, the Cowboy. And forget about fighting. I mean, forget about that for a second. Take that off the table. Anytime I saw Fred, he was in a good mood. Anytime I saw Fred, he was ready to talk to you happily. He had something to share with you. Every time you saw him, he'd shake your hand, big hug. Just a wonderful guy to be around, the Cowboy. So it's very unfortunate that we lost him. And I just want to take a moment to obviously ask your prayers. I tell you all the time, I'm a spiritual man. I think praying helps for his family, for the Cowboy as well. So his soul has moved on. He's moved on, and we wish his family well. And, Fred Pierce, like I said, I'm kind of at a loss for words. He was just a really nice guy that I like seeing a lot. And that's how I'm going to remember Fred. And I think if you pass away, I think that's the best way you can be remembered. You can either have people spit on your grave or they can cry over it. And I think a lot of people be crying over Fred's grave. So Fred, what a good guy. R.I.P. my brother. And I know the whole company shares that with you. With that said, I'm not going to do the normal crazy punch myself in the face. I'm just going to let you know that we're very excited about this weekend. We're very excited to be there. I know Fred will be watching and everything. So make sure you're watching too. You can get the tickets. We've talked about all that already. I just want to tell you to keep Fred, his memory alive, and keep him in your minds. This hurts the BKFC family. So I hate to end on a down note, but it's not a down note. We're paying tribute and celebration to somebody who gave a lot to BKFC. So thank you, Fred. Thank you to the fans. We're going to see you in New Jersey. We can't wait. And we'll have all the behind-the-scenes content for you next week. Until then, it's Fight Week. Let's go, New Jersey. Here we are.